France stabbing. Children attacked by knifemen in Annecy playground. Don't tell me. It's those pesky Mormons behind this one, with the nice suits and the constant, unending politeness. What are we going to do about them, eh? Right then, I take no pleasure at all in pointing this out, but France has been a failing state, just like the cousins across the channel, funny old thing, for many years. They do have a slightly higher percentage of followers of one particular religious ideology that you're not allowed to talk about on YouTube unless you're overwhelmingly positive. You know, Madonna can urinate on a Bible all she likes. Those secular, socially liberal Israelis, you can do whatever you want if you're talking about the Torah. You can mock Moses till you're blue in the face. But there's one bloke you're not allowed to say anything bad about. So this video will be full of Bootneck's favourite analogies that you're all aware of, such as the regulars at Alan's legendary snack bar. They love going there, always shouting about it, like paid advertisement or something. The churches with the golden bell ends on top. Probably have to talk about them a few times as well. And my personal favourite, the epileptic, seizure-prone desert midget who so many European children nowadays are named after. Might have to mention him a few times as well. But you're going to have to figure it out for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're clever enough to discern my cunning and difficult to decipher clues. Alright, on with the story. 4 young children have been stabbed in a park near Lake Annecy in France's southeast. Police overpowered and arrested the attacker, Interior Minister Gerald Darmanin said. Authorities said the children were aged 3 or younger and were in a critical condition. You don't even need me at this point to register my utter disgust at the fact that they constantly have no qualms about literally killing children. Because these blokes spent 2 decades torturing and raping children at the behest of and with the assistance of the British government, Gordon Brown, the Home Secretary, Jack Straw, the College of Policing, all the judges and lawyers, and anybody else in a position of power. So, this shouldn't surprise you at all, because it's a very powerful ideology that can motivate people to kill themselves frequently. Just think of that. I did 4 tours of Afghanistan and Iraq. Not once did they ever run out of suicide bombers. I mean, I know that if you're not allowed to drink and you've got 6 mother-in-laws, you're probably going to be motivated to blow yourself up with alarming frequency, but still, you would assume they'd struggle recruiting. They don't. It's because of an all-consuming ideology. Everybody knows it, but nobody will talk about it. Richard Dawkins said it many years ago too. Science flies people to the moon, religion will fly people into buildings. I have since diverged from Richard Dawkins' point of view, and I've kind of got a soft spot for the religion of my youth at this point. But there's one that we've imported all across Europe, and it just seems to be a little bit different than the rest. UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly said one of the injured children was a British national and another is Dutch. Please confirm the suspect is a 31-year-old. Whoa, we can't be mentioning that on this channel. From now on, let's have a look at it again. 31, a 31-year-old from Stoke On Trent on a fishing holiday in Sweden. Yeah, we'll just go with that. We'll call him Barry. Regional Deputy Antoine Armand described the attack as abominable or blah blah, we don't even care. I don't even care at this point. Words of wind. Cut a priest head off, that's sad. Blow a load of little kids up, that's sad. Squash 40 tourists like frogs in Nice, very sad. Kill 100 people, torture disabled kids at the Bataclan, that's a shame. But they don't do anything. Talk is cheap. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. French Minister Elizabeth Borne went to the scene. She said the 4 children and 2 adults were injured and some of them are in intensive care. And that's terrible as well. The one sad thing about all of our medical advances is that we're so much slow to act because there's dozens of incidents, hundreds probably every year, where people should die. But we've made such amazing advances in medical technology. It's just a minor story. It goes, 6 people were injured. If 6 people die, it's a big story. Because of our advances, these people live and they have miserable, debilitated lives because they never get over these critical injuries they get. But because they get their lives saved, the politicians just dust their hands off and go, whew, dodged a bullet there. They all lived. We don't have to do anything about it. Their lives are ruined, and it's disgraceful, and it's despicable. There doesn't seem to be any kind of terrorist motivation. You know what people are like from Stoke On Trent? They've got bad manners. They're always in a bad mood because they live in Stoke On Trent. You can't have a pop, can you? I'll tell you what, blame me. Blame the Bootneck. He deserves it. Yeah, of course he does. Interestingly enough, when London got blew up, Bootneck got dragged off the train and they pulled all the contents of his backpack out. Even after he showed them his ID and said, yeah, I'm a serving Royal Marine. How many of them? Suicide bomb trains, you maniac. But they still had to check. And and as they were checking, there was big beardy weirdies walking past with hissing backpacks. But it's by the by. You can blame me. Politicians are being careful not to leap to conclusions, but it is inevitable the attack will lead to a debate on tourism. Bloody tourists coming over here. All the traffic, pissing in the streets. To be fair, I think they have done that one. Resident slimy slack-jawed weasel Emmanuel Macron said the nation was in shock, blah blah, cowardice, blah, sad, blah, crazy, blah. It's almost boring making a video about it because it's happened hundreds of times. Everyone said it's cowardly hundreds of times, it's sad hundreds of times, and nothing gets done until the next round in they shovel a few more dead kids onto the bonfire of their wonderful globalist ideology. Happy days. They don't care. Their kids are all in gated communities and have got armed guards. It's yours who got blew up in Manchester. It's yours who got blew up in London, Madrid, Nice, Paris, Brussels. I can reel them off all week. They don't care. That's probably why ISIS and the like never attack any of the posh boys' kids, do they? If they started bombing 20 grand a year private schools in places like Paris and London, maybe they'd do something about it. But while they're still just killing people like Emily Jones or Lee Rigby and all of the other deplorable Brexit voting working class oiks, nobody will care and they will continue not to care. So get used to it. That's my advice to you. Be thankful it wasn't your kids and then lube up and bend over because the psychopaths that run the world are not going to do anything about it. Cheers. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts. It really is almost pointless to talk about at this point. It's old news. It's as dull as dishwater. It's happened. It's going to keep happening. And there's nothing anybody's going to do about it because the normies do not care as long as they're entertained. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. I will see you all very soon. Have a great weekend. Toodle pip. Cheers.